Hello and welcome to episode 16 of Direwolf20 1.16 month back. Yeah. Alright, so we've got a ton of resources, as you can see. Look at this. We got tons. All of this is coming from, so if I just right click on here, you can see how much stuff is getting imported into the system at any one point in time. Not too bad. However, there's a couple of things that I want to sort today, and one of them is wireless, because I'm getting annoyed walking around the base and not getting Wi-Fi. So a wireless crafting terminal would be kind of cool about now, so we are going to shove one over here, like so. 16 blocks. There are wireless transmitter cards, I believe. Wireless boosters applied logistics. Wireless receiver. Yeah, okay. I don't know what they are. Let's have a look at refined storage. Refined storage. Let's remove that part. There we go. Alright, so there are cards in here. There we go, range upgrades. So, whoa, 3 ender pearls. That's taking a piss. I wonder how much that does though. Do we already have it in the system? Yep. Right, we're going to do one for now. So we've got 16 blocks at the moment on one of these without any additions. This thing then boosts it up to what? 24 blocks. 16, 24. Alright. 8. We've got enough ender pearls. Right, so I want 3 more. No, it's not called that. It's called wireless. It's not called that. It's called a booster. No? Okay, fair enough. It's called a range upgrade. Even worse. Right, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Start. 21 ender pearls. Oh well. Never mind. Can't win them all. So yeah, a couple of things. We are going to get the range. Obviously for this thing, we're going to go down the other end of the base and we'll shove another Wi-Fi card down there. That should give us the range, or the blocks, to cover the entire base, and if we position it properly, it will also cover upstairs as well. I'll show you the progress that I'm making with upstairs and also a machine room. It's a work in progress. I've been working on it while I've been waiting for things to move around up here. So these things here are wireless grid, like wireless. They're here. So these are basically just wireless grids. Really straightforward. It's a grid with that advanced processor and an pearl. And the fluid one is pretty much the same with fluid. So what you do is you right click, you shift right click, and the screen goes blue. You see the screen? And it's now linked. So it is linked to this controller. Now if you move the controller, you have to relink it. Now if we just right click, look at that, we have access to all of our stuff. One thing we don't have though is a grid. I wonder if there, I thought there was a, that's a creative wireless crafting grid. That is kind of what we want. Let's see if the wireless crafting grid is any better. Wireless grid, wireless food. That's a crafting monitor, so let's put the crafting grid in place. Ugh. Crafting grid. Right, where we are. Wireless crafting grid. Let us put that up there. And then we want a grid. wireless crafting grid. We want one of those. So having a wireless grid is fine, but a wireless crafting grid should give us this interface, and we should be able to build stuff while we're walking around. Now the fact that this is on here, it means that this bar here is always getting charged, and it's always getting charged by the flux network. So as we walk around, if we put it on this bar, it will immediately get sorted. There we go, look at that. Now we've got a wireless one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep the other two. With the fluid and that, we're going to keep there. We need that one out because that should be going in this. Yeah, there we are. Right. So now we have access to everything everywhere. Let's have a look and see just exactly what range we can get out of this thing. 48 blocks. Well, that's not too bad actually. So we have what? 36? So 48 blocks would be 85. 84. And of course we're going down. We're going to lose signal about... Yeah, there we go. So we lost signal here. Now, if we put another range upgrade over here in the corner somewhere, and bearing in mind that upstairs is exactly where we want to be, so I'm guessing if we could possibly get it around here somewhere. So we'll put it in the roof. Stick that there, that there. Stick the range upgrades in it. That's 48 blocks. And then all we need to do now is just route this somewhere. It's possibly... Right, that will go off into whatever room that needs to be. This we will sort out here. Because what I want to do is I want to hook that up and I want to put it there because specifically so that we can get the items upstairs, because that would be cool. We've also got coming down, we have another room which I'll show you in a second, but I created another room so that we can start housing machines, and I thought that would be quite cool. So going down here would be perfect, because then that should meet the back of this perfect. So we'll run the cable up and across and grab some more cable. There we go, perfect. And then what we will do is we will just temporarily block this up. It doesn't matter what bricks we're going to use because literally it's going to change because we are going to beautify this place. And doing that, we'll use the gadgets from Direwolf20 actually, the building gadgets. Specifically the one that swaps stuff. Exchanging gadget, that's it. We're definitely going to get an exchanging gadget because I love those. It will make our lives a little bit easier as well. Obviously, instead of killing all these blocks, we just swap them, which is awesome. Okay, so now we should be able to go over here, and we've still got signal, and we should also be able to go upstairs and still get signal, and even into the far reaches, we've still got signal. And then there's the downstairs, there's the upstairs, there's the basement. And if we go over to here, there's another elevator here, which takes us to the machine room. So as you can see, the machine room is not finished yet, but you can see where all the machines are actually going to go, which is behind this glass. And then we're going to have a nice sparkly area. So all of this is going to be this black stone. I like the way the polished blackstone looks. So yeah, that's going to be what that is. And we've also got a downstairs so that all the power and all the cables can be run down here, but up here you'll just see this room, which will look quite cool. Alright, let's go back, and there's a couple of things that we need to do. One I did do is upgrade my armor, so I've got protection 3, and feather falling 4. So now we have everything on separate powers. I don't know why I'm yawning. Alright, how much are we using? Yeah, 1400 a tick. Alright. There is one thing though, when you come back into the world, those plug things do not attach to these cables. Now I'm not sure whether it's these cables or whether it's just a problem with the flux things. But yeah, you come in, that's really annoying. Alright. So, we want an exchanging gadget. So let's have a look at building, yeah, there we go, building gadgets. The destruction gadget, not so much right now. The copy paste gadget, not so much. The building gadget could be quite cool, but I definitely want the exchanging gadget. So we'll get the exchanging gadget first. We stick that on there, then we're good. Alright, so if we shift and right, no, shift and right click. There is a menu on these things, I think. Where are the building gadgets? Oh, here we are. Building gadgets there. Right, so there's the anchor. So we're going to change that to G. Oh, show conflicts. Who else has G? Settings menu. For what? Open, close. Yeah, that we can get rid of. Is there another? Let's try the key. Well, there's a couple. Chest mode switch from mechanism. Yeah, we'll definitely get rid of that. Settings menu. That's building gadgets, and that's anchor. Alright, so that one can go to H then, that one can go to G. What is on H? The anchor, and then show HUD. Get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that. We should be good. Alright, so G, there we go, G. So this will give our range, which is good, whether it's in a grid, vertical column, surface, whether fuzzy or connected. I like that one, so we're going to leave that. We'll leave it on 5 for the moment. So we have to what? Shift right click. Let's go do this upstairs. Alright, so we've got our grid, we've got our gadget. Let's go and play with this. So I want to shift right click you, and then when I look on the floor I can right click, and there we go, I can exchange it, just as long as I've got it in my inventory, which I have now run out. But look, I have a mobile one. Where's the blackstone? Where is it? Polished blackstone. So the way that I got the polished blackstone was I literally just put it in the stone cutter. That was it. That was all I did. Put it in the stone cutter. Right, so there's that. This is so much easier. All right, and the roof. Am I out again? Yeah. Alright. Okay. We can easily make some more of this. Like I said, I used the stone cutter to make this, so it's not difficult. And we got plenty of the black stone stuff in the system. So, like, we need a bit more now. If we go and have a look in here, there should be a stone cutter in here. There we go. And then we want the black stone. There we go. Alright, so let's shove that down there, put that in there, and it's that one that I was using. Cool. And if we pick this thing back up, we can then put it back in here, because we're not going to need that again. Right. So we've got all these items and stuff. Now this just needs to be swapped around again because, well, you know, it's a pain in the ass. I don't like it where they are. Okay. Right. Exchange a gadget. Boom. 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 Let's do the top. Cool. Alright. That's annoying. I don't like that, just one block under there. Why didn't that one change? Alright, we might have to do this one by one this bit. So we'll just grab that and that. I just want it to look good. It's there we go. Perfect. And we need one more for here. There we go. Alright, so now, as you look down it, I mean, that looks kind of cool. If you go down here, that looks really cool too. Now what we're going to have is we're going to have the machine there. We're going to have, obviously, an input and an output, and then we'll replace the white with power. We're not going to see the white. The white is only there just so it looks full at the moment, but that will be removed. And we're going to have down this side, we're going to have normal inputs and outputs. Down this side, I think what we'll do is have the actual the crafters. Yeah, I think we will. Thinking about it. We'll have the crafters on one side and all the normal ones on the other. Yeah, that's quite cool. I like that. Right, we need to run cable up, which, let's go and have a look at this. So we know that the cable is here, and that is -9 612. -9 619 -9. So let's go here. No, we don't want to go there. We want to go next down level down. So -9 612. So if we go through the wall here, there we go, 612 should be here. So it should be down. There's the cable, perfect. So if we bring the cable up here, and what we're going to be doing is feeding the sides. So if we go and we go over to 619, 620 is there, so 618, 617 would be where we need the cable. So there's 618, so we need to go, I don't know whether we want to go back 1 or 2. We'll go back 2. 618. So the cable's basically going to pop up there in the middle, right? That'll be quite cool. So the cable management side of things is relatively straightforward, because just as long as we put it up in this bit here, nobody's going to see the cable. Nice. Yeah, that sounds good to me. Let's just clear out some of this terrain. So we're going to do this the same on the other side as well. There we go. And then we'll drill out this one. So the top's going to be relatively straightforward, because that will just loop around the back. So yeah, power will be in the back. Then we will have the bottom will be the exports. So anything that gets exported will go in the bottom. Anything that is imported will go on the top. When it comes to multiple imports, we'll have to design we'll have to design around that. But I think for the moment this is going to look okay. Let's go down here. We need to dig into the floor this way as well, because I'm guessing that that is where, yeah, there we go, there's the middle. So we need to get rid of at least 2 blocks in here. Right. Okay. Where is there? Put that up there as well. And then we'll make this track. So we'll get the other one when we're actually putting the machines in. We'll do the top and then we'll drop it down the back, and then each one will have its own power, obviously, as well. The smelting machines? I'm not sure. I'm not sure how we're going to play it, but we will play it so that it works. Let us eat into the floor. Want this as high and as not tangled as possible, like so. And what we'll do is we'll just cross these divides right now, and we can branch off from them. So what we'll do is branch up when we need it, and we can go across as well, so that'll be cool. That will look good. I'm quite happy with the idea that that's going to look okay. I'm not sure whether to put a fence around there. No, not today. Alright, so we're a little way off to moving all of the stuff from downstairs upstairs, but we are getting there. So now this place looks crap. However, I have decided what I want to do with this place. So down here we're going to have pens. We have lots of pens like we have here. We'll knock all that stuff, and this is where we will obviously farm stuff. Then out or down here I think we'll sort of try for some power generation, although I have got an idea about a power station. Basically a cylinder with a toroidal fill, torrid in the middle, and then full with lava with the generators kind of all around it. I think that'll look quite good. I'm not sure how it'll work, but it will look good. Yeah, but that's the next time. Right, what else have we got? So this episode today is really to just get stuff over and done with. That's what this one's for. There's a lot of things that I want to get auto crafted. Like I want to automate that somehow. That would be quite cool. These I've had to upgrade again and again because there's just too much around them. We're going to definitely need some more flux storage. Some basic storage would be good. I knew that I'd built one, so let's get that in there. So we got the fluid one up there, still quite a lot of, and then over here we've got the lava. So we're still doing well with lava. I might have to go and activate it again at some point, but we should be good. Alright, so we've got our exchanging gadget, so now we can actually do stuff around here. I'm gonna have a think about that one because I'm not sure whether I want it white or black down here. I just want it all one would be good, and I'm thinking maybe the white would look good with the columns. Yeah, because maybe we can chisel and bit a column as well. I don't know, we'll see. Certainly need to get the farms going as well. There was a few issues with the mob farm which seem to have sorted themselves out, so I'm happy for that. We've got the auto enchanter, that's going really well. Ooh, insight and cool. Okay, we'll turn that back on. I'm trying to use the helmet at the moment because I want breathing underwater. So yeah. Yes. Let us see. So we've got quite a lot of everything. Got some more mana? Yeah, we've got some more mana. So I've had to try and keep that one up to date with stuff, which I keep forgetting that I can do from here now. So I can jump up here and then organize this. There we go. That'll generate some more, so that's cool. Right, we've got wheat, carrots and potatoes. We need to try and find the other different diverse foods. and make a kitchen. Right, so here, as you can see, if I go back far enough, no, too far. Alright, there we go. So you can see we've started building the house up there. That's got all the glass in and all the roof and also the floor. So that's kind of cool. I'm going to build a kitchen and that kind of shit up there. Then you can see just here on that second level is where we've got the glass for the actual machine room. I'm thinking that, see this section over in that corner, or possibly that section over there, but underground I'm going to build a giant sphere using the builder. So hollow out a giant sphere, and then that will become the power room once I've finished. But I want it underground. I do want it underground. So that would be pretty cool, actually. Yeah. So this episode was really an update to show you what we've got, and also, you know, get the building gadgets and that. So I think we're doing okay. We're certainly doing okay for power and for items. I mean, items we've got an insane amount. Not sure how many diamonds. I don't think we've got that many. No, 36. Still a lot, but I don't think we've got too many. But we've got so many resources. You see the flowers that we planted in those little pots. I mean, look at them. So what I might do is, we've got 2,000 odd flowers. We don't need 2,000 odd flowers. So let's take that flower out. Take this flower out. And then these seeds can go in there and there. Right, that'll give us a little bit more wheat, which means we might be able to keep up with the feeders. We've got, everybody else is patient. Yeah, we've just got so many resources, it's unreal. So cool though. Alright. This episode, like I said, has been a little bit weird. It's been a catch-up episode, really. It's just to show you the progress that I'm making on one of the rooms and all of the little bits and pieces. You know, when I'm come to move some of these machines, because we're going to build some of these machines and then obviously plumb them in upstairs. The whole idea is to speed up the process. So there will be a bunch of machines and a bunch of crafters that will be doing like 1, maybe 2, even possibly 3 items at a time. But it will be a lot less than what we've got now, where we've got 16 plus items being done at once. And there's no time to do it. So it takes so long to do most of these crafting recipes because they're waiting for other ones to finish. So splitting all of the major ones out would be good. Like the processors, they need to be on their own really when they're being cooked. What else have we got? We've got over in this section here, there's the pulverizer. I mean, the pulverizer's only got 2 recipes, which is not too bad. But then you've got this, you've got the 3 of these, which are huge, and then you've also got another huge one, which is nether quartz. Now, splitting all of those out is going to make sense. So upstairs, we will split all those out. So the furnace, we're going to need a couple of those. We're going to need, I don't know, maybe 6. We've got enough items for 6, of course we have. Start there. So grabbing these, we'll go upstairs, we'll plumb them in place later, not right now, because there's still some like imports and exports and all that kind of stuff that we need to do. But creating these and then splitting out the big recipes will make sense in the long run. Yes, it's a bit of expense right now with resources, but it's a lot better because the returns that we get on speed will be much more efficient. Now, I believe that there is also the multi-block. Yeah, there we go. So there's the fluid like the storage blocks that can go into this thing, and there's the casing. No, hang on. The casing is. Where's the casing? Maybe I'm looking at a completely wrong thing, but I'm sure there was casing. Because you can do that massive multi-block, can't you? interfaces, relays. I thought there was a massive multi-block that we could put in place, but it looks like I was chatting out my arse. Who cares? It's still going to work anyway. Yeah, so we're going to get a bunch of those. We're going to get a bunch of crafters. So furnaces should be done. We'll get a bunch of upgrades. So this is the thermal ones. We'll get the thermal upgrades. We don't want the highest tier because we don't really need it, but we'll definitely take the second tier at least. The poppy and the dandelion back. Alright, well they're going to take a little while because of the induction furnace. Yeah, so what we'll do is we'll hook those up, we'll get those sorted, and then we'll move on. But yeah, that's gonna splitting those out so that we've got all the different sections to it will be absolutely brilliant because it'll speed up the process no end. Then we'll get some furnaces, some pulverizers up there, and we'll actually do the same thing but with the ore. And then the same thing with the, what we might do is just do ore furnace right next to each other so that the ore comes in, it gets done, and then moves across. And I know that that's a little bit overkill, but not when you're bringing in thousands and thousands of different types of fish and, you know, customers as well, and you're expected to be able to understand what to do with those. But we'll build that up so that we can do the smelting at the same time and try and keep up to date. We're not going to keep up to date, but we want to keep up to date as much as possible so that we don't have this much ore lying around, which is not a lot in the grand scheme of things, but it is still way too much really for 2 machines. Anyway, that I have been Synthesis, you've been awesome. Latest.